Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Pioneer AVH-X1550 DVD system, and I'm doing this in a VW Polo Vivo. As you can see the space here for the double-din radio. I bought it factory without a radio, fitted one in, took it out, and then I went and I bought this Pioneer here. I'll be doing this sort of single-handedly. I'm holding the camera and doing the install, so if it moves around a lot and I tend to point the camera where I shouldn't be pointing, just bear with me. First thing you want to need is to clip out these things here. Try and do it without damaging the face trims of the car. So what I normally do is I try and fit it nicely in there and point it down rather than up. Okay, so and then you just pull those out. One sec. Alright, now as you can see, I have to use both my hands to unclip that out. Once that is out there, you'll see this bottom thing here that you use as a holder. All you do is you pretty much pull it out, and that's out. Now in here you've got all your cables. I'll introduce you to all the cables. I've got an amplifier in here, so these are the RCAs to the amplifier. You've got here your standard cables that came with your car for your power and all the other funny ground and everything else, and this for your speakers, so all your speakers in the door, your tweeters and everything else. That's what that cable is there for. Now take note that for you to be able to fit this guy to this, you're gonna need to buy some sort of an adapter, which I've already got and I've already put in. Just one sec. Alright, these are the adapters that I was telling you about. So you buy these guys, and they go into there, black for black and brown for brown, and you just match these cables as well. So the cables that go from the cable to the actual radio unit, you match those colors as well, orange for orange, blue for blue, and everything else. I won't be using the handbrake one as of yet. This green one here is the cable that you run to your handbrake lever, so that when you pull it up, you are able to watch videos on the unit. I won't be doing that just yet. And then you also want to need to buy this long adapter thing here for your antenna. Standard, it comes like that there, and you'll see the one that comes with the car is also, so that won't fit into that. You're gonna need this to be able to go into there, and this black cable into the back of that. Just a quick look around. You've got your 3 RCAs, you've got your cable here. You can buy a Pioneer cable that works with your iPod or iPhone. You've got your video inputs, your video outputs, you've got your aux in, auxiliary in, you've got your USB extension cable input here. You get a black USB extension cable, one like this, that plugs in here. You can run it anywhere you want to the front of the car, and then you'll be using basically that. Take note that if you want to use the cable for your iPod or iPhone, it takes up this port and it also takes up your USB, and then it gives you the 19-pin old Apple cable that runs to the front. You can get the lightning cable now as well. So yeah, that's the quick look around on the back of the unit. On the side, it's just your face trims and everything else. In front, you've got your CD input, your infrared sensor, and your eject button here. You've got your panel on the left hand side here with your volume up, volume down, mute, home button. This is your mode to switch between the USB radio, app mode, and all of those other funny things. You got your skip track forward and back, and you also have, once the unit is on, you have a skip on the actual touchscreen. This is touchscreen. It's got the mix track technology. Yeah, the AVX1550. Alright, let's go ahead and try and fit it with one hand. Let's see if I can get this right. Most of these have already been done. I might have to pause now and again. Like I said earlier, once you've got this adapter put, you have to match the colors to what you have here. Some of the colors here might be a little bit lighter. Some of them there might be a little bit darker. All you have to do is basically just match the colors. Once you've matched the colors, same thing applies to this one here. you match the colors to what you have there, and then once you've got it neatly, well, you can do a better job than this, but once it's all neatly tied together, you then match the colors brown for brown, black for black. Alright, you'll see what I've done here is I've done exactly what I said. The black has gone into the black, and then, well, it's funny, brown color has gone into this. You'll see that you've got an extra cable here if you've got the same model Vivo that I have, and that there is for the auxiliary input, which goes into there. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any adapters that I could use from the auxiliary to the back of this into there. If you're brave enough, you can try and crimp the cables and get a cable that goes into your auxiliary in here and try and match whatever colors you can to try and get some sort of sound out of it. I'm not going to bother just as yet. What I'm actually going to do is at a later stage I'll buy an auxiliary extension cable which I'm going to run from the back of the unit all the way to the front, or even into the dashboard there. So once again, black to black, brown to sort of brown, and then you've got in the back there, what I've done is I've gone and I've matched the RCA as well. You'll see the unit is already on because of the power and everything's been given in, so the unit will start switching on and everything else. I'll show you how to set that up in a moment. I'm just going to go tidy up these cables, put everything inside, and then I'll also show you how to slide the unit in without damaging the unit or your car. So one sec. Alright, so what I've done here, is I've also now put in the remote cable, which is this blue and white cable, which goes into the blue, which then goes to the back of the amplifier, which tells the amplifier when to turn on. I've coupled that together with the RCA cable, which is running on this side of the car. Now the RCA and the remote cable have to run on two different sides of the car where the power cable runs, and the power cable is running on that side of the car. I've then also run the USB extension cable. What I've done is I've actually pulled it on the passenger side. There it is there. I'll later run it into the dashboard. So RCA in, remote cable in, extension cable in, the antenna for your AM, FM, and then, actually not sure what this is here. This is your mute. If you've got a steering wheel control for your mute, this would then basically go to the mute that does your steering wheel control. And same thing with this one here. This is your, what does it say there on the sticker? This is your reverse camera input. So if you've got a reverse camera that you want to mount in here, this is to basically tell it to turn on, and then you'll then put the video in there, so when you're reversing you can see what you're reversing into. And that's pretty much all the cables. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide the head unit in, obviously tucking in the cables and making it fit nicely. I won't be able to show you how that happens, but more or less like that, the right way up, and then just what I try and do now is I try and shim it side to side, and I'll try and slide it in gently. I'll do that now. Okay, let's try and do it while I'm holding on to the, I won't be able to do it and also tuck in the cables. Just bear with me. And just like that, there it is.